Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the North Gymnasium as we get you set for the Whiteland girls volleyball team taking on the Beech Grove Hornets. Lucas Corley alongside me, Ella Davis. And Ella, it is senior night here in the North Gym, and I tell you what, no one could be more excited for this match than these girls. Looking to get back in the win column against a Beech Grove team that is also struggling this season. This is a chance for them to step up and make the most of a big night.
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting night for the Warriors. Senior night's always something the team looks forward to, so we're hoping we can capitalize on the energy and the excitement for tonight.
Taking a look at the starting lineups. First for the Whiteland Warriors, and one thing that sticks out to me tonight, Ella, is that Mariah Ali is getting the start for the Warriors at middle block. That's going to be a little bit of a lineup change.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen Ali play much this year, so it's going to be exciting to see how she does on the court. And I know she's a strong player, so it's going to be great to see how their lineup changes and how they work together. And
if I'm not mistaken, also her first start. But looking at the Beech Grove Hornets, this is not a tall team. The tallest player on the team is 5'11". That's Brooklyn Rucker. She's not in their starting lineup, though. Tallest in the starting lineup will be Alexis Turner, the 5'9" senior. So not a lot of height on the side of the Hornets, and we'll see how that plays into tonight's match as the starting lineups are introduced. 3 seniors for the Warriors here in the 2024 campaign. Kylie Sullivan, Mia Waltz, and Lily Badel, all 3 of them in the starting lineup tonight for the Warriors. As the festivities were before the game between JV, who got the win over Beech Grove. And I was just thinking as we were listening to the national anthem earlier about senior nights for the Whiteland Warriors, and if I'm not mistaken, all the teams that have had their senior night so far have won on senior night. Football beat Jeffersonville in week 1 on senior night. Girls golf doesn't have any seniors, so they did not have a senior night this year. Girls soccer, they have not had their senior night yet this year. Boys soccer has not had theirs yet, but we did have, I'm trying to think here, what was the other one? Tennis. Boys tennis has won on their senior night. So still some teams to play, but 2-0 is not bad, so trying to make it 3-0 tonight.
Yeah, I definitely think the excitement of senior night, everyone's excited to play. Everyone feels like a team on a night like this, and so I think they're going to play well together. And I honestly think that it's a great way to start off the night, and I think it's a great way to get a win.
Oh, and looks like someone accidentally just hit the lights, and we'll have to turn those back on.
I kind of like it like this.
Oh. And now they're back on. There we go. Well, there, you never know what's going to happen here at the North Gymnasium, but thought maybe they were going to get out the spotlight at first.
Like the Glennie.
But yeah, like basketball, but they got us there for a second. All right, so the Warriors take the court. They are in the black with the blue sleeves on your right. Left side of the court is Beech Grove, the Hornets. Hornets out of the Indiana Crossroads Conference. They come into this match 2-14 on the season. Whiteland 2-12.
I think there's definitely a lot of the same thing going on for both of these teams tonight. They both desperately need to win. Not a great start to their season, and they could use something to boost their confidence for the next game.
Well, talking to Coach Munn after the Perry Meridian loss earlier this week, she was texting me and said, I feel like we're playing good volleyball. We just can't find a way to win. And they played Perry Meridian pretty close in the first and the third set. Had a struggle in the second set, 25-13, but overall, better scores than maybe were predicted against a very tough Perry team.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of close games from the Warriors. It's just hard to pull out that win when it comes down to the final wire.
First attack of the night is long from Sophia Dyer, so the Hornets on the board first. Very similar, you mentioned, in these teams, not only just in record, but also if we look at hitting percentage, both teams struggling attacking. Beech Grove coming in at an 0-2-1 clip, while the Warriors at an 0-2-8. Back serving here is Alexis Turner. And Otney tries on the attack from the setter's position. Here's Roy on the outside. And that will go off the block for a Warrior kill. And they're going to bring in Lily Brown now for the service. So a lot of different things happening in tonight's match already, with some different faces getting in against Beech Grove. The outside tipped across, and that one will be out. Looked like our line judge over there in the corner couldn't exactly see it when the dive was happening, but the up official will give the point to the Warriors. And here's Brown again. Badel with the dig. Here's Dyer. Dumped across for the kill. Head coach Kathy Cates on the sideline for the Hornets. Jenny Munn on the sideline for the Whiteland Warriors. Next weekend, the Warriors will have another tournament. They haven't played one since the beginning of the season, so a chance to maybe pick up some quick wins next Saturday.
Yeah, I was talking to some of the team about that actually today, and they're really excited for a big day like that. And that's a great kill by Dyer. But they're really excited for, you know, a day full of games where you can just move on to the next. If you lose, you can just move on to the next game, and we can see how we can redeem ourselves and just play our way. You know, a lot of tournaments that are away, you're not going to have lots of people there, and it's not a lot of pressure, I think. So I would like to see them get a couple wins and use that to their advantage.
Absolutely. Set across to the outside. Sullivan, tip, and we have a net violation on the Hornets.
Served by Brown again. Dyer with the tip. Doesn't look like that's where she wanted it. And that'll be out for the Hornets. This is a really great start for the Warriors, and they're really showing that they're here to play tonight. A great dump by, can't tell if that was Otney or Dyer.
It looked like Otney maybe. They were both there. And right now, Warriors already starting to pull away a little bit here in the first set.
That was great coverage and a smart move there by the Warriors.
Here comes Dyer once again, a roll shot, and she gets it to go.
Beech Grove looks a little slow on their feet, which is definitely something the Warriors are using to their advantage early.
And a quick timeout here, and so we will take a timeout of our own. You're watching Whiteland Volleyball on the Whiteland Beat Sports Network. Back here at the North Gymnasium, Warriors with a 8-1 lead. Make it 9-1 after the block from Dyer and Otney. Love to see that. That duo has worked well together here, Ella, in the early stages of this match.
Yeah, I was definitely going to say, right off the bat, they seem to be working well together and getting to that block in time almost every time.
Brown with a good up there. Otney comes and gets it. Dumped across, that time by Cates. Oh, and a one-handed swing there. It's almost dangerous if you catch your teammate in the face. The Hornets get the much-needed side out. And now it's 9-2. Checking in, Nola Alford, the freshman. They've got 3 freshmen on their varsity roster, so a little bit of youth. Not a lot of upperclassmen, a lot of sophomores and freshmen on this roster for Beech Grove. Otney gonna have a perfect pass here. Sullivan makes the most of it. That's what you love to see, Ella. When your setter has her feet planted under that ball, has tons of options to go to, and it makes it a lot easier on your hitters. Dyer with the serve. It's gonna be a free ball and just some trouble there.
I don't think their middle was back to hit for that one. It just seems like the Hornets are a little bit slow on their feet. And, they can get a good play, but I just think they're not reactive enough to get a good pass off of our hits, rolls, tips, whatever.
There's a roll shot there. Here comes Sullivan, going to be tight to the net. She'll have to tip it across. They're going to the middle. It's Korn, and she will tool the block. And we saw that name earlier. Addison Korn reminded me of the TikTok or the meme that went viral a few years ago. It's Korn.
It's Korn.
That was all the rage. It's Korn.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, oh, yes, it was. Nebraska Volleyball actually made an entire TikTok over It's Korn because, of course, they're the Corn Huskers.
Why do you know that?
That's one of the volleyball powerhouses. It's my job to know. Here's Otney to Sullivan. Off the block, and it falls down for another kill. And Sullivan's one of those players that, again, we've talked about it throughout the course of this season, has really over the course of her career moved to a lot of different positions, whether it was DS to a libero role. Now it's an outside hitter. She started off this season as in a bit of a setting role. And she's really starting to come into her own as an outside hitter for the Warriors. And there's going to be an ace for the Warriors. Lexi Otney.
Otney's had a strong place on the team, not only as a setter this year, but as a server. She has not had many service errors, and it's really helped the team when we needed it the most.
She's had, now we would have to preface that there are some games that are missing from the statistics. We're 3 games behind right now. Coach Munn's going to get that updated. She told me, she promised me, Pinky promised. But through the games that we do have, 11 service aces for Otney. So that's a big improvement for her. Her serve has really come along this year.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
To the middle, and it is Von Dilligan, and they're going to call a net violation. So no point there, but the Warriors still with a comfortable lead of 10, 14-4. Don't forget, if you're looking for more WBSN action, tomorrow night it's homecoming, and the Warriors will be hosting the Perry Meridian Falcons, trying to get a measure of revenge after falling to the Falcons last year on the road, and looking to make it back-to-back wins. Took down Franklin in the rivalry game, the boot, last week. Did you go to that game last weekend?
Of course I did. Rivalry game.
Battle for the boot.
It was very exciting. It was a great win.
There's always a lot of chatter on social media before the game, but interestingly enough, it's hard to put my finger on, but after the game was over, there wasn't a lot of chatter from the Franklin side. I just can't figure out why.
Didn't see many posts after the game.
Absolutely.
A lot before.
Aubrey Saylor in the game now. She had that service. She has the pass up to Otney, who's chasing, and Beetleib will stay with it. Good effort there from the Warriors. Keep this point alive. Free ball coming. Otney goes right side to Von Dilligan. And that one, was there a touch? There was no touch. Looked like I thought maybe just by a fingertip, but.
Looks like you're wrong.
Well, the only reason I say that, too, is because it looked like Alfred thought that maybe she did touch the ball. She was looking like she was about to throw the ball back under the net. Over to Saylor, but she comes out. 15-5. Madeline Wiggins with the serve. Free ball from Mariah Alley. And that one's going to fall short. The one thing that I will say about the Warriors, too, is in the past we've commented, too, that they haven't been as aggressive as you'd like to see them at the net. Tonight they're being a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I heard Coach Munn talking about how she actually would like her team to be more aggressive at the net and take those hits instead of, rolling it over or free balling it over.
Well, good diving play from Saylor. Von Dilligan has to adjust and throws that one down. She's been so good this year on the right side. Really reliable. A player that maybe you'd like to see him set just a little bit more, but we'll have to wait and see what happens in the rest of this set. 17-5, our score here on the Whiteland Beat Sports Network. Back here on a Thursday evening in the North Gymnasium. It's been a long week, Ella. Tell you what, I had to go to my apartment complex and we have a little coffee machine. They've got what's called, I've never heard of it. It's called long espresso. I guess it's supposed to give you more energy than a regular espresso, but I am wired.
Okay. Oh.
Not going to bed till midnight tonight. I might stay up and read a book.
Oh, no. No, I definitely need some energy. It's been not only a long day, but a long week.
And we still have Friday.
Yeah, we got the big game tomorrow.
18-5 our score here. Warriors handling things easily against the Hornets in this first set as Badel a little long on that serve. Again, the Warriors honoring their seniors tonight on senior night. They will still have more home games. In fact, I believe, I'd have to check our schedule. I believe our next home broadcast that we will have is the Johnson County Tournament. Could be sooner than that. Service in the net. And yes, that will be our next one. So we got a little bit of a break here after this evening, not till October 2nd. And that'll be the Johnson County opening round against GCA. Waltz back serving, one of those seniors that was honored. A little bit of indecision there from the Hornets. Saylor takes it off the chest, but the play stays alive. And Roy not able to get it across. Just looking at the stats, one thing that, again, it's hard to, you try to draw the positives, but it is hard sometimes when you only have 2 wins in the season. But one thing that you just look at the kill numbers for the Warriors, and they are so balanced in their attacking, as we have a double there on Whiteland. But you've got Dyer with 45 kills. You've got Sullivan with 36, Roy with 35, Von Deligan with 30, and then even Otney has 24. So it's really spread out. It's not one player that's coming in and trying to dominate.
Right. Last year we definitely had our very reliable hitter, Morrison, but this year we don't really have that, and you get to see a lot more players doing things that, you didn't get to see last year because they weren't that role. We had that one role for that one person, and, we got to see others every once in a while, but now you get to see more of that every play, every game.
Carly Roy trying to serve there, was not happy with her effort, but she's got a smile. She comes off the floor, and Lily Brown comes in. No, you're right, though. Kennedy was a dominant hitter. Kennedy Morrison now at Bethel down in Nashville. She's already got some playing time down there, so congratulations to her. Free ball from Waltz. Hornets going to go to the outside. It's rolled across by Wiggins and will fall for a kill. On the side of the Hornets, it's been Alexis Turner that's led them this season in kills with 44. Wiggins right there behind her with 30 as that one goes out of bounds.
Looks like Brown was a little bit unsure on that one, but she seemed to get out of the way just in time for it to go out of bounds.
Well, sometimes you can't second guess yourself. You just have to make a decision and stick with it. Dyer. And she'll get the ace. Although actually they'll call a double there, so it won't go down as an ace, but still a good serve, put some pressure on Beech Grove. 3 points away from the first set. A lot different tonight here, Ella, than we've seen in games past. There have been a lot more competitive first sets, and the Warriors have been on the receiving end of some bumps and bruises in different sets. But tonight, anyway, Whiteland kind of handling business here in set number 1.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely in control right now, and they look comfortable. It's not like they look nervous or anything, and I think that's because, they're playing well. You're not going to be in that uncomfortable or nervous position when you are playing well and you're playing your game. So it's definitely good for the Warriors, and it's definitely good to be on the opposite side of that end.
Waltz over to Otney. Free ball. Oh, a little bit of help from the net tape. Oh, and a block there by Otney and Allie. That's a big one.
Otney's done well on the net tonight, too.
Just taking a look here at her block numbers. She only, well, I say only, she has 10 on the season, so she has hit double digits. It's been Dyer that's really dominated at the net, 21 total blocks. Tight to the net. And Von Dilligan going to get an assist from Allie. Don't see that too much. Middle blocker to the right side for the kill.
You don't.
Not how they drew it up, not what they meant to do, but it will work nonetheless. And it will be set point.
And I'm pretty sure Dyer broke the blocking record last year, if I'm correct.
I believe so. I can bring up our record book here. I was just thinking about that myself. I should know. I'm the one that makes the graphics, keeps track of the record book. But that does sound right to me. We'll get back to you with that stat as Otney contorting the body to keep that play alive.
Big hustle play from both sides of the court tonight.
And that's going to be trouble for Beech Grove, and the first set goes to the Warriors, 25-12. That's a big set win there, Ella. And like you said, Warriors looking comfortable here in set number one. When we come back, we'll see if they can make it look comfortable in set number two. You're watching Whiteland Volleyball on the Whiteland Beat Sports Network. Back here in the North Gymnasium, second set about to get underway. But a little bit of excitement in between sets as Lexi Otney's dad, Stephen Otney, got to come out and participate in the State Farm. It's a serve competition. They have to serve a ball into a big bin across the net. Took him his third try. He gets 3 tries, and on the third one, money, and the whole place went crazy. So
I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that, Corley.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone make it. And we've come to a lot of volleyball games, but that's the first time anybody's ever made it in. So
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll tell you what, Lexi must have taught him how to serve it. It must run in the family.
Right, it must.
First set, 25-12. Big win there for the Warriors. Really need to get some confidence and Beech Grove, again, another team that struggled. They're 2-14. You want to come in and take care of business the best you can. And that's a big way to do it in the opening set. Especially for the Warriors. That's only their 8th set win of the year. 8 set wins, 35 set losses. So again, every little thing that can help build confidence, every little thing that can help you get back on track will help. Dump there at the middle. Great play by Addison Korn, the freshman. Again, only 5'9". They have number 10, Brooklyn Rucker, the senior, at 5'11".
Is she here tonight, Corley?
She is, but I have not seen her in yet. She does have 26 sets played. I don't know if she's available tonight. We did not hear anything about her not being available, but she has not yet come in. So just, again, not a team that's got a lot of height to it. And that is obviously something you need in volleyball, or it definitely helps. Here's Roy. That a better serve. Got to help the net tape a little bit. They'll go to the outside. Attacked by Wiggins. Here comes Sullivan on the outside for the Warriors. And that one going to go long from Wiggins, and the Warriors take the 2-1 lead. Roy once more. And that one goes long, service error. Warriors as a whole have had 73 aces coming into tonight's game. And you mentioned it, 58 errors, so you'd like to bring that number down a little bit, but still has been an improvement from years past. So they've been pretty consistent overall. Serve now from the Hornets, that's Shelby Cates. Tight to the net, and the joust won by Rayleigh Biro. Another freshman in there. She's only at 5'5", but getting up to win the matchup there against Otney, listed at 5'9". And I will say, Otney not happy about that. She says, I swear I'm 5'10". So we will have to go down to Ms. Calvert, the athletic secretary, and get that changed at some point. Here's Sullivan. Good up there by the libero. That's light. And the Hornets not able to get it across the net. All knotted up at 3-3. Better start here, at least for the early parts of this second set. Beech Grove staying even. Dyer. Ooh, nice serve. That one just dove at the last second. Service ace for her. See if she can do it again.
Short serve there.
Another short serve. Sullivan tip play, a little bit of timing issue there. Go right back to her. No doubt that time. Couldn't get it right the first time, go back to her, let her get another chance at it. Timing much better there, and her and Otney having a good laugh. Easier to do that, easier to smile when things are going your way.
Yeah, definitely. We didn't see a lot of smiles on the court the first couple games.
High arching shot over the net. Sullivan tips it. One-handed dig. Now Otney takes a swing. Another good dig there.
Looks like it was set to Otney from the other side of the court.
So good play there by 14. That was Allison Stevens for the Hornets, number 14, that kept that play kind of going for Beech Grove. And again, things not looking the prettiest at times for the Warriors. And if you're Coach Munn, you're glad your team's winning, but you still want to sharpen things up there.
Yeah, you definitely want it to be clean. You don't want to win off of, a bunch of bad mishappen points.
Free ball across. This one looking good to Sullivan. Off the net. Free ball over from Biro. Go to the middle. Sanders, and that one just a little wide. Trying to go back left corner, couldn't find it.
I think that was her first hit of the night. So she might just be not warmed up yet. And, she normally plays pretty early in the night. So I can understand how her first hit would go out of bounds. She definitely needs to get warmed up, get her next one in.
She'll have to wait because this time they go to Sullivan. She gets the kill.
That was a great roll shot by Sullivan.
7-4 here in set number 2. Substitution as Allie will come in for Waltz. Good strong serve from Otney. This one's off the ceiling. And Stevens not able to get there in time. Warriors have doubled up the Hornets now. It was tied 3-3 just a moment ago. Warriors on a 5-1 run.
It's great to see them start to pull away early in the match.
Ooh, that one got away from her a little bit. And now we see coming in Boggs, Gabrielle Boggs. She'd been on the bench for a little bit, comes back in, started this match. Roy will come back in as well. And you mentioned Rucker. Actually, I do not see her on the bench. I was getting her confused with Boggs for a second. I've not seen Rucker, so she may not be here.
That's what I was thinking.
For tonight's match. I got her confused with Boggs, so my apologies on that. So your tallest player not even available tonight. Good effort there from Stevens. And Light will free ball it across. Here's Roy. Good speed on that one. Too much for Wiggins to handle.
That was 2 great hits in a row by Roy. It's great to see her start to get into her rhythm in a match because she really continues to go after it and she gets on a run and it's great to watch.
I like to notice the little things here at our athletic events. It's very rare that you see Mr. Edens and Mr. Croy at the same event with a bustling and spread out campus. Soccer usually going on the same time as volleyball, or occasionally you'll have tennis going on that they have to tend to. But tonight, both gentlemen in attendance for senior night. Getting to appreciate the Warrior volleyball that is now up 11-5 in set number 2. And a timeout going to be called by Beech Grove as they want to talk things over, try to see if they can slow down this Warrior attack. So far it's been all Whiteland in set number 1 and now in set number 2. You're watching Whiteland Volleyball on the Whiteland Beat Sports Network. Back here with the North Gym rocking on senior night. 11-5, the Warriors lead in set number 2. Good crowd here to come out and appreciate these seniors. It's Sanders, the freshman, that goes on the swing, and they're on her second swing.
That was a much better swing from her.
Much more confidence. So now 1 kill on 2 attacks, 1 error. Still trying to get going here. Sullivan back on the serve. And we will see her in another senior night in the spring for softball. That is her main sport, of course. Otney going to go to Roy. Good timing. Oh, good block there. A little bit of a missed swing, though, from the Hornets. And that one's going to go off the antenna. That was a good block. We haven't seen that kind of activity at the net so far this evening from Beech Grove, but that time really getting a clean block on it. A little bit of a traffic jam there on the court. And a kill there for Gabrielle Boggs. Too much for Otney to handle. I was just caught up for a second looking at these blocking numbers. A little surprised here for a team that is 2-14. And again, don't mean this in any slight to Beech Grove, but for a team that's 2-14, they have 82 total blocks. Warriors come into tonight's match only with 45. So typically if you have that kind of block numbers, you'd expect maybe a few more wins, right? But
Right.
interesting that they have that many blocks. Although 51, Turner has 51 total blocks for her season, 31 solo blocks, which is also a pretty insane number as well. Lily Badel back serving, the libero. We'll say one thing too, Ella, you're a junior yourself, and I'm sure time has felt like it's flying by through your high school experience. It's so odd to watch these seniors out here competing and knowing like, wow, it seems like just yesterday they were freshmen coming into the program, and now it's their senior night.
No, definitely. I mean, it's always great to, watch people succeed. What?
Go ahead.
It's always great to watch people succeed, and it's just really cool to watch people grow up. Like, it definitely doesn't feel like they're seniors. Like, when you get close with someone, I mean, why are you looking like that?
No, I'm not. For those that can't see us, I'm doing my fake cry, like I'm sad to see the seniors go. I am sad to see the seniors. Go ahead, Ella. I'm sorry for messing you up.
I'm personally not really close with these seniors, but it's like, I had a couple friends graduate last year, and it's just like, it's weird because when you were a freshman and they were like, a sophomore or junior or something, it's just weird to watch them grow up and be so much older. And like, now it's their senior night, and you have to see them leave, and it's definitely different, and it does feel like time flies by even if it doesn't in the moment. After a couple years, when you realize like what's actually happening, you realize that time really does fly by.
Absolutely. Roy with the kill there. 1-2, I think even just that jump from sophomore to junior, you're like, wow, now they're an upperclassman. They've only got two seasons left, and then you think, oh, that's plenty of time. And now they're seniors, and you blink, and we're already getting towards the end stages of this season. I mean, it won't be too long before sectional starts in the first couple weeks of October. And you're thinking, oh no, we're still September, but it's September 19th. We're getting towards the end of this month, so sectional is not that far away. And an ace there for Boggs. 15-10, our score here in set number 2. Whiteland girls golf getting the score report. Narrowly falls. They're still trying to pick up their first one. Narrowly falls to Indian Creek tonight by 3 strokes. So a close one. We'll see if they can't get that first one before the end of the season. Some subs here coming in. Beech Grove, it's going to be Nola Alford and Lily Brown coming in. She got some playing time. She was the libero in the JV match. I really like that Coach Munns brought her down to make sure she's still playing. She was obviously on the varsity roster to start the season, but wanted to make sure that she doesn't just, as I like to say, rot away on the bench, right? If you're not going to use them, go ahead and let them play some JV. And for Brown, that's still valuable experience for her. She's only a sophomore, so plenty of time to develop there as well. Stevens high serve. Otney's going to go outside, off of the net tape. Good up there by Badel. Free ball to the deep corner. Nice job by Waltz. And the joust of the net won by Otney and Dyer. 17-11. If you're Coach Munn here, you want to see them maybe try to pull away here. Again, Beech Grove has just been kind of hanging around steadily. The lead's still 6, so still a comfortable lead for Whiteland, but not as dominant here in set number 2 as they were in set number 1. Good serve from Dyer. That will be an ace. That's exactly what Coach Munn wants to see here in the late stages. Another good serve. A lot of pace on those serves from Dyer. That one's going to go off the PA system in the roof.
Do we have a low ceiling, Corley, or is it like this in other gyms?
This ceiling is definitely a little bit lower than the other one. I mean, this is obviously a little bit taller than the Glen Ray Gymnasium that has the drop ceiling. Mm-hmm. It is still, I would say, pretty low comparatively. You go to some field houses that are much, much larger.
I feel like we, maybe not our team specifically, but when other teams come here, they tend to hit the ceiling a lot more than you normally notice.
Well, I think, too, for teams that come here, you're just not used to playing it off a low ceiling as well.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that some more when we get back. But for now, a timeout taken by the Beech Grove Hornets. We'll step aside on the Whiteland Beat Sports Network. Whiteland trying to put the finishing touches here on set number 2, just 5 points away from taking the set. Up high again near the rafters. Free ball across. Dyer up to Otney. And going to be a double there on the setter. To finish the conversation we were having before the timeout, the North Gym does hang a little bit lower with the ceiling. Again, you go to places like Franklin, some of those other gyms, Greenwood even, at the field house, their gyms have that higher up ceiling. That's just not the case here at the North Gym. Reminds me a lot, actually, of my time when I was broadcasting Indiana volleyball games. They used to play at the old University Gymnasium, north of the bypass. And that one also had a low ceiling. And similarly, you had to play it off the ceiling if it hit. Made things very tough for Big Ten opponents that would come to visit. They're now in Wilkinson Hall, right across from Assembly Hall, if you've been on the campus lately. And so that kind of home court advantage, if you will, of that small gym, but having the low-hanging roof that other teams weren't used to, is gone now. So 21-14.
Thanks for the new information, Corley.
Yeah, as the kids like to say, I'm sorry for yapping. So see who Otney goes to this time. It's going to be Sullivan from the right side. Stevens. And that will be an attack out of bounds by Turner. Low serve. Into the net, 22-15. We mentioned our next broadcast will be October 2nd for the Johnson County opening round game against GCA. The Warriors do play at home again next Tuesday against Martinsville. We will be covering the soccer game on Whiteland Beat that day. Girls soccer having one heck of a season, Ella. 9 wins, 9-2 their record. All 9 of those wins shutouts. If you've been able to tune in, it's been a fun season out there at the soccer field.
Yeah, the soccer team definitely, they just work well together, and you can see the chemistry on their team and their love for the sport. They really do play hard, and I love watching the soccer games. I love watching all of our events because I just think they're fun, but so the soccer team's definitely done so well this year, and they did well last year, but I think, honestly, they've done better this year, even with the loss of some really good seniors.
Absolutely. Otney not able to keep that one up, 23-16. Our score. I think, too, you can kind of tell in the faces right now of the Warriors. Again, in control, but maybe not looking as happy as they were in the first set. Feel like they have not played the cleanest set.
I feel like this is kind of playing down to the other team's level. Just because, they were playing well tonight, and they had control. They were in the lead. They were doing well. And I think they started to play down to the level that they're facing.
And that's always the worry of a coach, is that you don't play up to your full potential. It's a set point, though, but it'll have to wait. Turner with the kill, 24-17, our score. Turner leading the team with 44 kills coming into tonight's match. Hornets only averaging 4.8 kills per set. Warriors a smidge better at 5.6. Another set point here. Short serve. Otney will go to Roy. It'll be a free ball. Sullivan now. Dyer tip play. Probably the best rally here of the evening. And again, some more trouble for Whiteland. The lead's still 6. Another set point coming. But all of a sudden, Beech Grove on a little bit of a mini run here. And the service error from Turner, and the set will end with the Warriors taking it 25-18. 2-0 lead for the Warriors. When we come back, we'll see if they can get the sweep. You're watching Whiteland Volleyball on the Whiteland Beat Sports Network.
All right, and we're back 2-0 for the Warriors. Great start tonight, and they're hoping they can win in 3, which would be great to, continue their season. They definitely need a big win here right now, and that is a good start for them. We have Waltz back serving. She's done a great job tonight, and she's also someone we're celebrating for senior night. Great serve there. It looks like a miscommunication. No one really seemed to move for that ball. So the Warriors get another point, and she'll be back to serve again. They're going to free ball it over. Good hit by Roy again, and she gets the kill that time. Roy's looked very consistent on the net tonight, definitely done a great job, and we've definitely had a lot of good, you know, specific players tonight, but I don't think we've worked together as a team great, but it's definitely, I think it's just playing down to the other team's level that's been our problem tonight. And there's another point for the Warriors. They're getting started early tonight, and that's great to see. You definitely want to win in a 3-0 win. Looks like Boggs will get that kill. She looks to be the tallest girl here tonight with a height of 5'9". Because as we said earlier, 5'11" Rucker is not here tonight. And a diving play by Otney, but they won't get the point there. Now we have Turner back to serve. Strong hit by Roy, but it's up. And they get 3 touches on it, but they can't get it over the net. So it's going to be back for the Warriors. We have Brown coming in, and she'll be back to serve.
All right, what'd I miss? Sorry, had to go deal with some technical difficulties with one of our cameras. So is the life of a high school radio TV teacher.
If you couldn't tell, Corley was not here for the moments being.
Actually, they just announced $1 hot dogs. That's where I was at.
Okay.
So.
Good set by Otney and a great hit by Sullivan. Another one for Sullivan. Can't get the kill yet. Up by Walt again for Sullivan. Strong hit by the Hornets, but we get it up. Try and free ball it over, but it doesn't work.
Both teams scrambling a lot that play. Boggs back to serve. 25-12, the first set score, 25-18 in set number 2. Again, just the body language, Ella, in that second set. Good, right? Good. They won the set, but knowing that they can play a little bit better, and hopefully will do so in the third set. But right now, it's 5-4. Beech Grove is finding some of their own confidence, some of their own rhythm now.
Right, I definitely think the Warriors notice that they're not playing to their full potential. And this set seems to be a little bit closer early on, 5-5, which, you know, we weren't expecting after the first 2.
And any smiles that were on the faces of the Warriors are gone right now. And that serve's going to be out, well out. And Coach Munn looking a little frustrated on the sideline here to open up the set as well. We'll see if Badel can't get them going here.
I feel like Badel's good at getting on some runs with her serves as long as, you know, the Warriors keep the ball in play and we keep scoring. Free ball over. And it looks like she won't get the chance to do that because we lose this point. It's now 6-6, so definitely a very even match right now. And it seems like the Hornets are starting to come back, find their rhythm a little bit, and definitely gain some confidence, because confidence is something that really brings up a team in a match. And you need that if you want to win, because you're not going to win with a low confidence team. You're just not. It's in your heads. But we definitely need that ball back, which is what we just got. So now it's Otney back to serve. And we have Von Dellian coming into the game for Waltz. Otney with a strong serve, and that will be an ace for her. looking very strong from the service line tonight. Hoping to see Von Dilligan get a hit. She's done pretty well tonight. Another strong serve right down to the ground, and the Hornets can't get it. This could definitely be something to help pick up the confidence in the rhythm with the team tonight. They're a little bit unsure about that one, but they get it up. Back to the Warriors. There's Von Dilligan. Low set. Looks like the Warriors are going to free ball it over.
Ooh.
Another free ball over. Corley's back again, guys. He wanted to get another hot dog.
Another hot dog, yeah.
Before they ran out. Strong hit by Dyer, and that one's going to find its way into the hands of the Hornets. And now we're starting to pull away like we were doing in the first 2 sets, and this is great for the Warriors to get their confidence back after starting out so close at the beginning of the 3rd set.
See if Otney can't put some pressure on here with the service. Good deep serve.
Long free ball.
Oof.
Set was a little off.
The libero, Nevaeh Light serving. Otney will go outside to Von Dilligan. Free ball from Light. Otney going right side now.
Diving
there it
play,
is.
but they can't get it over. Looks like Rule will be coming back into the game for Brown. And we have Solobin back to serve. One of the seniors we're celebrating tonight. We've got a tall lineup in the front of our net right now.
Good back set there, but a little low. Down ball from Dyer. And the Warriors will get the point here. Let me see if they can get something going with their serve, though. They've had some trouble holding their serve. Again, ahead by 5, but allowing Beech Grove just get some side outs that it almost feels like they're giving away points at times. And there's one right there on the service error. I wouldn't be, if I was Coach Munn, I wouldn't be afraid to take a timeout here, too. Again, yes, your team's leading, but you maybe want to clean some things up.
Right. Just to regroup them a little bit. It's not like we're playing terrible. We're just not playing to the best of our ability tonight.
Here comes Otney. Roy looking to put one away, and there she does. Tools the block. Off the hands of Turner and Biro. That was a strong, strong swing from Carly Roy. Sanders will come back in.
Haven't seen much of Sanders tonight. Strong serve by Dyer, and I've definitely seen her serve definitely progress and get better just in this season. From last season, I've seen so much improve and such a strong hand from her.
Lead now 6. The Warriors are in control here in set number 3, looking to get the sweep. You're watching Whiteland Volleyball on the Whiteland Beat Sports Network. Back here in the North Gymnasium, some important errands being ran this evening as our director, Kaydance Majors, is in desperate need of a popcorn. We're going to see if we can't get her one before this game is through. Concession stand may already be closed. Hard to tell. But right now, the desperate errand for the Warriors is to get the sweep. Only 10 points away, 15-8 here in the final set. And that one will fall down. Like you mentioned before that timeout there, Dyer's serve has really improved. She's been putting pressure on her opponents. And now how about this? First varsity appearance And that is Claire Cox, the sophomore.
Oh, that's so exciting for her.
Love to see that.
She's been putting her time in with volleyball, and she's definitely enjoying it this year, and I think this is really exciting for her to go in.
When a lot of people know Claire Cox as a diver, more known for her diving. But also, again, our two sport athletes. And her first point in, they win the point. So that bodes well. That means if this trend continues, they'll win every point she ever plays for the Whiteland Warriors. And it looks like we are going to have some popcorn delivered. Mr. Munn, the husband of head coach Jenny Munn, bringing the popcorn. He's going to stop and chat, though, with a few people, making our director, Kaydance Majors, wait a little bit. And that's going to fall down. Another service ace for Dyer. And just to keep up the play-by-play here, it looks like Kaydance might be a little mad that it took Mr. Munn so long to get the popcorn here.
She seems to be yelling a bit.
Oh, my goodness. If only you could see. Better late than never, though, I suppose.
Now we have Saylor entering the game. This is exciting for her, too.
And Dyer's string of serves continue. And it's going to be an overpass. Oh, and that's going to be a double from Von Dilligan. That's
You kind of just flung that ball
almost
up there,
but not quite. And she's kind of like, I can't believe I did that. 18-9 the score. Warriors trying to push 7 here. Come away with that 3-set victory. It would be their first sweep of the year. They won in 5 against Decatur, 1 in 4 against Greenwood.
Strong hit by Von Dilligan.
That was a good effort there by the Hornets to stay alive in that point and eventually win it. Otney. It's Cox. Ooh, and that one blocks right back. That's on by Turner.
At least she went for it.
Yeah, absolutely. No harm in going for that one. Might be a little bit of a, whoops, didn't know that block was going to be there, right?
Right. Looks like the concession stand has closed as we see our baseball players that were working it are now walking into the gym with their popcorn.
Absolutely.
The good thing about working the concession stand is you do get free food.
Well, yes, that is. Mr. Edens and I last winter did a popcorn review of every place we went to see a game. Some good popcorn out there in central and south side of Indy. Waltz will come back in for the Warriors. What's your favorite concession food, would you say, if you had to pick one? And it's a full concession, so they have nachos, they got popcorn, they got pretzels, dogs, burgers maybe.
Burgers, wow. Okay, let's see.
But it's a concession stand burger. It's not like what you get at Red Robin.
Right. Okay, I've never been to Red Robin, but my favorite concession stand food probably. I'm not sure. I normally only get like candy from the concession stand. What's wrong with that? He's shaking his head.
Well, I'm thinking about stuff that you have to prepare, like a hot dog. Now, if you're going if we're going candy, what's your concession food candy?
Probably just M&Ms. I love M&Ms.
Peanut or regular?
Regular.
Oh,
never
missing
peanut.
out.
Never. No. Listen. So after basketball season or during basketball season after games, I would go get M&Ms and popcorn with like a water or some kind of like Powerade or something. Oh my gosh, it's the best combo ever.
Best combo ever. You heard it here first, folks.
There's a push for Claire and a block for Claire. Cox, sorry.
Dump there by Otney. Jinx, owe me a soda at the concession stand when it reopens next time. Otney gets it to Sullivan. Puts it away.
Great way to end that point. No, but I think my favorite, honestly, I mean, I kind of get hate for this, but I really do enjoy a hot dog from the concession stand.
I think it's okay. It depends on how it's cooked. If it's like one of those microwaved ones, no.
No,
but if it's been sitting on the roller, it looks good, and
yeah.
go for it. And the bun is also big. If it's soggy in the foil, I don't want it.
No. But like when it's fresh and like fluffy, maybe is the word.
Absolutely. Tipped across there by Sullivan.
Tiptoes.
21-12. Warriors very much now in control, trying to put the finishing touches on this match as Cox takes a swing there, and it will be into the net.
She does do well in her JV games. She's very strong in the JV team. She might just be a little bit nervous, playing in a varsity game for the first time.
That one goes out, so a gift there for the Warriors. Now just 3 points away from the win. Defenders will come in. Badel with a strong serve. It's overpassed. Waltz, Otney. Here's Dyer, and she's in the net that time. Good swing, just a little bit too much on that one. Back serving now for the Hornets, Shelby Cates, sophomore. Good strong serve there, too much for Brown to handle. And Cates gets the ace. Her 11th of the season. This one long. That's been the real bugaboo of the Hornets tonight, is just being consistent. They've had some good serves. They've just struggled to put back-to-back serves together where they can, hold their serve, if you will.
Right, I definitely agree.
Otney. Rolled across. Sullivan adjusts, takes a swing. Outside. Brown able to get there. Here comes Sullivan again. And that one will go off the hands of the Hornets and into the stands. Match point here for the Warriors on senior night. Otney, service ace, and no better way to cap it off than with a service ace. Warriors win 25-12, 25-18, 25-15. And Ella, what a great way for the Warriors to send off these seniors. Again, some more matches to come, but a good night on senior night.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a great way to end their senior night. A sweep is always something you want to have, but on senior night, it's just something extra special, and I think they definitely had a good night. Even though it wasn't their best night, it's definitely great to get a sweep, and just a win is always nice, especially, with kind of a low-scoring season right now. This win will definitely help them prepare for their next game.
Well, of course, as we've mentioned, our next broadcast is not until October 2nd. That will be the Johnson County opener against GCA, but the Warriors will be back at home on Tuesday against Martinsville. But that will wrap it up for us here on the Whiteland Beat Sports Network. For our entire crew, Nolan Edens, Reagan Smith on cameras, Kaydance Majors, our director, for Ella Davis. Right beside me, I'm Lucas Corley, saying thank you so much and have a great night.